That's not what happened. And what the world agreed on is that we would allow the planet's average temperature to rise 2 degrees centigrade. That seems like a small number. The planet's average temperature right now has risen about 1 degree centigrade, and already we're seeing all the things that you talked about at the opening of the show. We're seeing extreme weather events. We're seeing record-setting temperatures. July in the United States was pretty much the hottest month in the history of months.
Really?
For as long as we've been keeping records, July exceeded all of our temperature records.
Wow.
We're seeing rising sea levels all over the world. There are low-lying Pacific Island nations like Tuvalu and Maldives that are already making plans to evacuate the entire country and move the country.
Look at Bangladesh.
Bangladesh has been having inundating, and even in Thailand, Bangkok, the capital of Thailand, has been having repeated floods so frequently that they're talking about needing to move the capital of Thailand.
Wow.
Because it's flooding too much. So what we saw during Sandy in New York, that's happening all the time in other parts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so I felt...
And this was just so devastating here. You can imagine, I know our friends in Bangladesh, it happens every year there.
Yeah.
And yet we have no concept of this except hearing about it. And now we've witnessed it here.
We've seen, there's been flooding in Pakistan that, made what happened to us during Irene look like a little, Trump through it,
And for us, Irene was huge.
Yeah, Irene was enormous, but there have been far more impactful events on areas of the world that have far fewer resources to respond to it.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, there's an enormous typhoon happening. And people in the Pacific, the sort of Pacific Rim are suffering enormously. And we don't hear about it.
Mm.
But these things are going to start to impact us because there are going to be climate refugees from inundated areas all over the world. 20% of the United States lives on the coast. And as we're starting to see rising sea levels, we're looking at vast stretches of inhabited land right now that are going to become uninhabitable. And where are those people going to go? So there are a lot of questions that we have to start asking.